Good afternoon from London. It's a bright but showery afternoon here in London, and hello to all dear comrades, friends and supporters from Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of the UK and official delegate of the KFA for the United Kingdom, President of the Association for the Study of Songun Politics, and also the owner of this very channel, Songun 007, the militant voice of Songun and Juche in the UK, defending people's Korea with no ifs or buts. And today, I've got a double bill, double helpings, double bubble for you. My first short video is going to simply be a tribute to the Anti-Imperialist National Democratic Front of South Korea, and in the second video I will deliver the talk I gave to Staffordshire KFA last weekend. Anyway, yesterday, the 25th of August, was not only the day of Songun in the DPRK in the 63rd anniversary of the start of the Songun revolutionary leadership, it was also the 54th anniversary of the formation of the Anti-Imperialist National Democratic Front of South Korea. And I think it's a fact that whilst there is a lot of ignorance and misunderstanding about people's Korea in the West, there's an even greater ignorance of the South Korean revolutionary movement, particularly the Anti-Imperialist National Democratic Front of South Korea, or ANDF for short. It's also known in Korean as Hamminjeon. So I thought it'd be useful to just give a short talk about it. Few people realise it exists. And there's all sorts of stereotypes of South Korea in the media. One being that South Korea is somehow some sort of prosperous democracy and all this kind of rubbish. Stuff about K-pop and all this. And the other stereotype is that all South Koreans are very anti-communist and that there is no communist movement in South Korea. That's totally untrue. Of course, South Korea does have despotic repressive laws, such as the National Security Law and the Anti-Communist Law, which make communist parties illegal. So the ANDF, which has good relations with KFA UK and the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea and the Association for Study of Songun Politics, is a totally illegal an underground organisation in South Korea. It does maintain a mission in Pyongyang, and also in Japan. But just say a few words about the ANDF. It was formed in Seoul on the 25th of August 1969 as the Revolutionary Party for Reunification, and its formation had actually been going on for several years. In March 1964, they established a preparatory committee for founding the Revolutionary Party for Reunification. The leaders of the Revolutionary Party for Reunification were murdered by the fascist regime, the puppet fascist regime of Pak Chung-hee. Comrade Kim Jong-tae, the chairman of the Seoul Committee of the Revolutionary Party for Reunification, was murdered by the South Korean puppets, and so was Comrade Choi Yong-dol as well. And other leaders of the Revolutionary Party for Reunification were executed in 1972. And this is actually a fact that the liberals keep silent about. They don't tell you the truth about South Korea. They don't tell you that South Korea is a country that executes communists as well as jailing them. They do not mention that fact at all, and I think it's very shameful and disgraceful. You've got all these liberals who are paid big sums of money by South Korea to spread propaganda about People's Korea and spread misinformation, and they've been given teaching jobs at South Korean universities. Certain academics from the UK and from the US and a couple of other countries. But anyway, back to the main subject, the core subject, the ANDF, or Revolutionary Party for Reunification, as it was known in its early years. This party was and is guided by the Juche idea, and also on the teachings of President Kim Il-sung on the national liberation, People's Democratic Revolution, and his teachings on national reunification, and also the teachings and theories of Chairman Kim Jong-il and respected Marshal Kim Jong-un. It upholds the Juche idea in South Korea, despite the harsh and despotic repression by the fascist regime in the South. And let's not forget, that South Korea is a fascist state. We should never forget that at all. And the South Korean revolutionaries, led by the Revolutionary Party for Reunification, studied the Juche idea in secret, and also organised mass struggles in South Korea. And in fact, in the 60s, the South Korean revolutionaries also organised armed struggle. It's another fact that's not well known. The South Korean revolutionaries actually engaged South Korean puppet and US troops in the 1960s, and actually killed a number of them. Anyway, the Revolutionary Party for Reunification was renamed the National Democratic Front of South Korea in July 1985 to take account of the reality of developing mass democratic struggles in South Korea. And later, in 2005, it was renamed the Anti-Imperialist National Democratic Front of South Korea. So, that's a very brief and simple history of the ANDF. You can find out more from their website. I'm going to put a link in the description to the ANDF website. And the ANDF have a mission in Pyongyang, which myself and other people in KFA UK have visited a number of times. I've had many discussions with them, and I remember one discussion with Comrade So Il-min, who was the former head of the mission. He retired about 5 years ago, and he basically told me about his life as a South Korean revolutionary, how US troops came to his village when he was a teenager, and he was shocked and angry by the appearance of US troops in the village, so he resolved to fight against the US occupation of South Korea and for reunification, and he was a secret delegate of a South Korean revolutionary organisation to the Fourth Congress of the Workers' Party of Korea in 1961. So that's an interesting story, and I think we should give as much publicity to the ANDF as possible. It upholds the Juche idea and is the vanguard of the South Korean Revolution. So we say, long live the Anti-Imperialist National Democratic Front of South Korea, long live the South Korean Revolution, long live Korean reunification, long live the Juche idea. Thank you for listening to this video. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel Songun 007, please consider subscribing, and to our affiliated channel Korean Friendship Association with the UK. Please share content from the channel as widely as possible. Please support our events online and in real life, and you can donate money to us. We also have a publishing program where you can find books which defend people's career with no ifs or buts. So anyway, have a good afternoon, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye now.